Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Renfield. And I don't know this, but evidently he was Dracula's henchman. Now this could all be made up, but when I searched for it, I found two different types, an old one. So this seems like it's actual urban legend kind of stuff or whatever, but he was a henchman and inmate at the the crazy place. The asylum. I can't say what I want. Lunatic asylum. I couldn't say it. I don't know why, but he was his roommate for whatever, cellmate for years, and now he's trying to get away from the Count and his various demands and all the bloodshed that comes with them. So I don't know. Nicolas Hoult, who I like, Nicolas Cage, who of course I watch anything with, they star in this. So. Couple of other people I recognize as well, but they're the two biggest draws. 6.7 on IMDb, 13,125 people. An hour and 37 minutes. I'll be honest, when I first saw it, I didn't watch the whole trailer, but I was like, it looks kind of corny to me, although I do like the two actors. I'm not sure how much I'll love it, but the 6.7 has me very intrigued. And like I said, I like Nicolas Hoult and of course, who doesn't like Nicolas Cage, right? So, let's see. Let's get into it. I'll find out what it's about, give you a better idea, and I'll let you know what I think. So, stick around. I'll be back. This lunatic will be back. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Renfield. Sorry, no check-ins. I was interrupted a couple of times and I wasn't able to do a check-in, to be honest with you. Or I would have, but that's okay. Real quick, two other people are in it, and I wanted to mention them. I guess her name, I didn't know this. I've seen her in other things, and I didn't recognize her picture until I saw her in the thing, but it's Awkwafina? Is that, I mean, I guess that's not a real name, but that's her stage name. And she's a comedian and a rapper, didn't realize that, but we've seen her in some other things. Crazy Rich Asian she was in, and a lot of other stuff, but she's in this, and Ben Schwartz is also in it, plays a pretty big role. A couple other people too, whatever, the credits are rolling. Adrian Martinez is another one I've seen, he's funny too, so it's a comedy, of course. And I tell you what, I really enjoyed it, especially the beginning, the first half of it. I thought was really great. Essentially, Nicolas Hoult plays Renfield, who has been, Dracula's right-hand man, as we had said, through many, many decades. And we're at present time now, and it's really like, I don't know, a spoof or a comedy, but he's codependent on Dracula, so he's going the codependent meetings and meeting other people, but he's still out there trying to get people for Dracula to suck their blood, do that kind of work. And they do a great job of setting it all up. As I see the credits roll right here, they show what seems to me, and I don't know, but like old Dracula movies, when they introduce Renfield and how he becomes his right-hand man or his henchman, right? And they just superimpose their faces on it, which is pretty neat. So I like that. I wish I had a deeper history of that piece of it. Of course, I know Dracula, and I've seen many of them, but never seen the Renfield, or I don't recall that piece of it. But, so this is a full-out, outrageous comedy with a lot of action, a lot of blood, a lot of killing, but I think it's well worth it. I think Nicolas Hoult does a great job in his role. He just cracked me up the whole time. There's a lot of, one-liners and stuff like that from him. Awkwafina's good as well. She plays a cop, kind of like just a beat cop, but trying to get ahead in the world, and starts chasing down the mob people. And it all becomes intertwined. And of course, Nicolas Cage plays Dracula, and he does a phenomenal job of being the comedic kind of Dracula, and definitely, the actors were well chosen, I would say, for their roles in this. It wouldn't be the same if it was like a serious kind of situation, but the comedy was great, and it's a lot of fun. And like I said, it's funny. So there's the mob aspect to it, and you know, whatever. You don't need to know all that kind of stuff. But ultimately, the whole thing is Nicolas Hoult character Renfield is trying to get away from Dracula. Dracula's trying to keep him because he wants to eventually rule the world. And that's, you know, it's all about the laughs, which I think there are some good ones. I mean, I don't know how much I laughed out loud, maybe once or twice, but there's enough to keep you smiling in it. So I get the high scores now. It looks silly, looks ridiculous, but it's fun. And I immediately thought of, what was it, Abraham Lincoln, the vampire hunter or killer or something like that. I don't know if you've ever seen that. That was good. I don't think that was a comedy though. That was more of a drama. But you know, same. It had vampires in it. But that was a really good one too. But kind of different genre. This is more of a comedy horror kind of thing. So check it out. There's not much else. If you've seen Nicolas Hoult, you like him. I think you'll really like him in this one. He does a great job. And there's not much else to say. So hopefully that was helpful. I'm up around a 7 on this one, since you asked. Thank you. That's probably what I'm going to give. Alright, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.